Hello again. I'm Alan Goldstein, enrolled agent.
And I'm Peter Gonzalez, enrolled agent.
We're here today to talk about what options do you have that the IRS offers. Remember, we can handle any tax problem or tax filing or anything for anyone regardless of what location they live. Whether you're in California, whether you're in Hawaii, whether you're in Louisiana, wherever you live, we can help you. If we're not able to just do it over the phone, we can always transfer cases to our local IRS building and take care of it from there. Now, recently the question was brought up, what options do you have when you're in an IRS problem? There are a lot of options. It's not a do or die situation. It's you have options. It's always important to respond to all the letters as best as you can if you don't have someone representing you. Why do I say that? Because you waive a lot of your rights if you don't respond by certain amounts of times. So what are some of the options that exist with the IRS that you can do? Well, one of them is an installment agreement, which we know as a payment plan, right? Sure. Basically what that means is that they go ahead and get some financial information, and then they enter you into a payment plan or an installment agreement that you pay monthly until the debt is paid, or until the statute expires, or until a whole range of other things that are beyond the scope. You can always call us at 786-592-2476 if you want any specific answers to your problem. Another one that's very popular that's usually done incorrectly is an offer and compromise. Yes, you can solve your tax debt for pennies on the dollars. No, everybody does not qualify. And no, it cannot be guaranteed that you qualify. There's a lot of factors that go into effect for an offer and compromise. The program is there. The program is effective. However, it is often abused. If you don't qualify for an offer and compromise, we will not take your case. You have to go to someone else that you feel comfortable with, because for us, if you don't qualify, we will not submit an offer and compromise. Another option you have is a penalty abatement. Now, the penalty abatement is where it sounds very technical, right? All that means is that they're going to set aside, they're going to, I don't know, forgive the debt. They're going to waive the debt, the penalty, right, against the debt. And there's many reasons why they do this, whether it's the right thing to do, whether the IRS was wrong, whether you can't pay, whether there's errors. The list is extensive. So penalty abatement is an option. Now we have another one which is very common, the innocent spouse. And what happens is that sometimes, or most times, when you have husband and wife, the husband is the one that takes care of the preparation of the returns and things like that. And they just say, honey, here, sign here. And meanwhile, the wife is in the dark, has no clue what's going on, and then ends up responsible for an IRS problem that she never knew. Now, it's either a she or a he, but most usually it's the female that ends up in trouble. There are cases where it's a he. I had a case like that. So we just want you to be aware that it can happen whether you're a female or male. It doesn't make any difference. The law allows the spouse that's innocent, hence the name innocent spouse, to file a claim on their innocent spouse and then get all of this debt relieved, right? Because they most likely were not aware. It was just a situation of, honey, sign here. And then there's another option you have is currently not collectible. And what that means is that currently the IRS can't collect from you, right? Hence the name. So what they'll do is they'll put you in a status 53, they call it. And it just means that right now, for whatever reason, they can't collect. Usually it's monetary reasons, but it could be illness or something like that, a hardship reason. And then they'll go ahead and they'll stop collection. Now, we must warn you that regardless of what anybody sells you, that currently not collectible or status 53, interest continues to accrue. It does not stop. So you don't resolve the debt. It's just that they're not going to execute their enforcement actions against you because of your status. It is subject to revision every year. It will be reviewed every year to make sure that your situation hasn't changed. But it's an option for you. And then one last popular one is the appeals, and I'll let Peter go ahead and cover the appeals.
Appeals. That's when you're sitting down, you've received a non-favorable to your ruling, and you have the opportunity to ask for us or your tax attorney to sit down and review the case to see if there was any errors committed.
Yep.
And 9 times out of 10, you might find an error, might not. Even if you're in appeals, there's monetary considerations that you must give before the appeals can be heard.
Right, and one of the important things to remember is that sometimes the appeals have to be done because who you had representing you originally messed up on your file and forgot to make an argument that would have either reduced or relieved you of your liability. So now the case is brought to us, and then we have to set up an appeal because there were many facts that were left out from your circumstance for whatever reason, whether you tried to do things on your own or you didn't have proper representation. But the important thing is that appeals is there for you. There's a lot of other options, and honestly, we don't have the time to go over everything and speak generalities. So what we would like for you to do is to call us. Let us review your case, regardless of where you live. There's no fee to review your case. If we can't help you, we can't help you, and we're not going to help you. What we want to do is take cases that we're able to help people. Now, why can't some people be helped? Well, usually because of liability issues. For instance, you might be a tax protester. You don't believe in the government or something like that. We don't handle those type of cases. So that's what we mean by we will not be able to help you. We don't handle those cases. So we want you to feel comfortable. Give us a call. 786-592-2476. 786-592-2476. We'll be happy to go over your case, review it. If we can help you, that's great. If we can't, we can't. And that's just the way it is. So I myself, Alan, look forward to speaking with you or Peter.
Now remember, we're enrolled agents. And enrolled agents, we are allowed to have any case in all of the 50 states. So no matter if you're in Michigan, no matter if you're in California, Maine, New York, Washington State, we can help you.
Absolutely. We want you to keep that in mind. So good luck to you, and we hope to hear from you soon.
And good luck, and thank you.